Hey, guys, welcome back to our channel. Most people have basic talents like singing, dancing, and so on. But some people can do much more than that, and most of them can't even control it themselves. Orlando Serral. As sad as brain damage is, a tiny percentage of people who suffer from it come out the other end with an unusual new ability. People who gain special abilities through a form of head trauma are called acquired savants. In general, savants have extreme mathematical capabilities or can, say, draw the entire city of Rome in striking detail. In 1979, Orlando Serral was playing a baseball game in elementary school when a stray ball slammed into the side of his head. However, this didn't faze him, and he kept playing. For 1 year, Serral experienced headaches that would last for hours. By the end of that year, he realized that he could perform superb calendar calculations, such as knowing how many Mondays there were in 1980. Along with this incredible skill, he could remember every detail of every day, much like a hyperthymesia sufferer. In Serral's case, this was obviously a much less severe form of brain damage, yet it was still head trauma. Thai Ngoc. Vietnamese farmer Thai Ngoc suffered a fever in 1973, which seemed like nothing much at first. When the fever cleared up, he had developed a bad case of insomnia. Thinking it would go away in a week, he didn't give it much thought. Now, over 40 years later, he hasn't slept since the night of the fever. After over 12,000 nights of no sleep, you would think he'd be dead. However, after examinations, the only thing wrong with him were minor liver problems. The only complaint from Ngoc was that he's a little grumpy from not experiencing sleep for over 3 decades. He tried countless home remedies and even tried drowning himself in alcohol. Nothing seems to work. So why is his insomnia persisting for so long? Most Tibetans. Sherpas are known for guiding people up Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. The Sherpas of Nepal and most Tibetans have traits that allow them to survive up in the mountains at around 4 kilometers, 13,000 feet, above sea level. Just a few years ago, researchers had no idea why they were able to do this. Now, they know that 87% of Tibetans have a specific gene that allows them to use up to 40% less oxygen than the average human. The EPAS1 gene is responsible for Tibetans being able to live at such high altitudes for so long. For most people, going up as high as 3 kilometers, 10,000 feet, causes their hemoglobin levels to rise. Hemoglobin is the substance in our blood that helps carry oxygen throughout the body. The EPAS1 gene doesn't let Tibetans' hemoglobin levels rise beyond a certain extent, which prevents heart-related problems that normal people would experience. Elizabeth Sulcer. By now, most people know about the incredibly strange condition called synesthesia, which is when someone's senses are crossed. For instance, when they eat a red Skittle, it may taste like cherry, even if it didn't actually have a flavor. Some people can feel colors with their eyes closed. For Elizabeth Sulcer, her sight, hearing, and taste have been mixed, allowing her to see colorful sound waves and taste music. Assuming that this was a normal thing, she had been living her entire life thinking other people could also taste and see music and sounds. However, when Sulcer realized no one else had these capabilities, she felt alone because she couldn't share what she was feeling with anyone. Synesthesia isn't all good, though. People who can see sounds are constantly distracted in noisy areas and, as you can imagine, get headaches quite frequently. SM. Known anonymously as SM, this woman suffers from an unknown disease that has caused her amygdala, part of the brain that controls fear, to completely deteriorate. Now a mother of 3, SM is not able to feel fear, no matter how scary the situation is. In a study that tested her fearing abilities, SM watched the scariest of scary movies and touched a snake's tongue. When SM was a child, however, she remembers being afraid of the dark, but by the time she'd reached early adolescence, her amygdala was already destroyed. In fact, she even describes an encounter with a man when she was walking through a park at night. He ran up to her and put a knife to her throat. Instead of being terrified, she calmly told him he would have to go through her guardian angel first, which scared him off. Today, she describes the experience as strange. That's all for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.